My name is Breanna Wu, Brianna, Wu, W-U.
Okay, Breanna, I had the opportunity of listening to you, and I am DeVondia, Roseborough Communication Arts here at Johnson C. Smith University, and thank you for coming out and sharing on gaming. Can you please let the audience know what you mean by Gamergate?
Gamergate is basically, should I look at the camera or look at you? Gamergate is basically a reactionary group to the growing calls for inclusion in the game industry. So something we're talking about a lot more today is, hiring a wider set of people. Typically in the game industry, one kind of person gets hired. They tend to be white, cisgender, male, and under 40 years old. So when we're talking about more inclusion and addressing that bias in our field, there's been a lot of blowback from people that enjoy games exactly how they are. So, the shorthand of it is Gamergate is the KKK of the video game industry.
So what is the age range of people that are watching games, playing games here in our country?
Well, your average gamer these days is actually a 40-year-old woman. That's a fact. Women are a majority on every single platform. On mobile, we are the largest segment of gamers. On PC, we are the largest segment of gamers. So, the truth is, the average gamer does not look like what most people think they do. People of color are a huge segment of games these days. So, it's not the same industry it was in the 90s.
What do you see as the direction of games? Where are we going?
I think we're having a real crisis of innovation right now. The PlayStation has just come out, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And, we have all this extra processor power, and we're using it for just slightly prettier explosion effects and more particles. So, we're not really thinking about new game types, new stories, new play testing, new play mechanics. We're just continuing the same old, same old. So I think we have a crisis. To me, the future of games looks more emotional in the game design. So what I mean by that is better AI for story, just making players feel more of an emotional reaction to it, rather than hitting this benzodiazepine loop of killing someone and getting into this cycle all over again.
Okay. Well, I heard you state, this will be the last question in regards to binging out and networking with young black women.
Absolutely.
To get them in. How is it a great deal of individuals that are black that are in the gaming industry that are women?
Sure. I'm sorry, what is the question?
The women gaming in black women in the gaming industry, are there a lot?
No, absolutely not. My friend, I have my friend Shireen. She does Digital Sisters, and she has an organization that's 100% about the bias against black women in the tech industry. I have very rarely, been to a tech conference and seen more than one woman of color, talking. And I think also with games, it's very, very rare that women of color are the protagonists. So I think this is one of these things we've got to really, really work on. My network relay, we sure have a lot of white women, and we've got a lot of white men. We only just now this year added our first woman of color to our lineup. That speaks to the bias of the people making the hiring decisions. At my own company, we have certainly worked with women of color. We need to hire more. So I think one of the problems in our field is we talk a lot about diversity, which is good, but we've got to talk about bias, because bias puts the pressure on me to think about my attitudes and the choices I'm making, and realize that I have a role to play in changing them. And it's up to people that are aware of this to open the door so other people can walk through it. So that's how I feel about that.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely.